The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everybody. You would notice that on your control panel you have been muted. You will not be able to speak. What will happen now is I will do the presentation. I'll show you the new enhancement to the software, and on your control panel, if you have a question, you will raise your hand, and at the end of the presentation I will answer all your questions. And if you don't want to speak on your mic, you have a question, you will be able to type in your question, and I will answer the question after the end of the webinar. Okay, good afternoon everyone. This is Manoj Abhichandani. We have about 32 attendees at the moment. We'll just wait for 1 minute and then we'll start. The best part is there are about 70 odd people registered. The best part is that I promise that this will end within 25 minutes, and the last 5 minutes I'll try and answer all your questions. If you want to speak to me about the webinar, my mobile number is 0411. You can write this down, 0411 564626. If you want to send me an email about this webinar, you can email it to Manoj, M-A-N-O-J, at ucservices.com.au. I repeat, Manoj at the rate of UC, U for umbrella, C for cat, services with an s.com.au. Now, we have almost 40 people here. So I'll begin with the presentation, and I'll show you what we have enhanced and how you will notice that things would be done a bit differently. Now, before I talk about security, what we have installed on the software, let me explain to you, like your computer, it may have antivirus installed on the machine. So our dedicated server has antivirus installed, a firewall installed by the ISP. So whatever documents you were uploading, they were getting scanned any which way. But what we have done in this enhancement is added a scanning device on the software itself. Now, to explain this a little bit more, let's take an example. Let's say you're an accountant and you're working on BGL, and you've got the data feed coming from various brokers and from banks into the BGL software. Now, when BGL demands that data feed from the bank or the broker, a file, sometimes a PDF file of a sales contract, is transferred from the broker's system onto your computer, and then it is saved by BGL. Now, it is possible that a virus comes along with that PDF file, and your BGL software can get infected, and that BGL software can infect your whole system. So we feel that whatever documents which are being uploaded on the system, we not only need protection of your computer, but we also need the protection of the software. Although we do backups and things like that, so we have enough security there, but what we want to do is to stop an infected file at the time of uploading the file. Now, let's just start by showing you on how an auditor can upload documents. Now, there'll be very few reasons why auditor may want to upload a document. But let's say there was one document, let's say the trustee is over 65 and the certificate that there was a contribution, he was over 65. There's a certificate which you need from the trustee that he has worked for 40 hours on a 30-day consecutive period. So you have emailed it to the client, and the client has emailed it to the accountant, and the accountant then sends you an email, and you want to upload that document while you're auditing that fund. So I'm just on the system, or if you have integrated your website, obviously you will have your website URL here, and we have set up a dummy account for today, and for a audit partner the username is partner@partner.com.au, the password is partner. So I'm going to log into the partner account, and let's say we are going to use the test fund, and we're going to use the financial year 2014, and we are in middle of the audit. We have completed some of the sections, and we are going to now try and upload a document. Now, as you can see on the left hand side, there's a permanent document panel, and if you go below that, you can download some of the templates. I'm going to show you this in a moment. We are going to expand on these templates, and then you have the audit evidence for the year of the audit. Okay, and you will see that there are a couple of them have been, the background has been turned green, and I'm going to show you how that works as well. Now, to upload documents, there are two ways to do it. You can do it in a non-expanded mode. So basically you just click that button and the uploader comes up. Now, I am for this section, for the accountant section, I'm going to use an old browser where the drag and drop uploader is not working. So this browser does not support drag and drop files. When I show you the software as an accountant, then I'll show you how the drag and drop browser works. Okay, so let's close here, and I will now show you the expanded version of how you can upload. So you expand this, and again you get the same window, that is your uploader for the permanent documents. Now, before I proceed to do that, let me just show you there is one enhancement which was done recently, and I just want to briefly touch on this. Now, as you can see that the documents have been uploaded, and sometimes there could be 20 or 30 documents, and you will see there's a toggle key. So what you can do is you can click to sort in ascending or descending order. So if there were 30 or 40 documents, you'll notice that there will be a bar which will come up. So if you're looking for any particular document, you'll have to go through it. So what you can do is you can sort them according to alphabets, or if you're looking for, let's say, an investment strategy, what you do is just click on the down arrow, and only the investment strategy will show up, and then you can download that investment strategy. Now you will notice that all the other documents have disappeared. To bring them back, all you have to do is click on the reset button, and all the documents will come back. So it's a little bit of a clue, and this is a very nice tool to have, because if you are auditing a fund and you may have 100 documents to look at, and if you're looking for any one particular document, then it's a bit easier to locate that document while you're auditing a fund. Okay, so let's look at uploading a document. So we'll take you to the expanded mode, and in the expanded mode you will see the arrow to upload is I'm going to click the expanded mode, Now, on this screen, you will notice that there are two areas which need to be filled up before you can choose a file. And the top one, we call it the title, and the next one we call it the description. So when we look at the expanded mode table, the correct document, the correct classification is done for that document. Okay, so let's say we are looking at an application for a member. The title cannot be changed, but the description can be changed. So if you're looking at an application for membership for member 1, so instead of member 1, you could say John, and then you could proceed. So you could change at any time. If you think the accountant has changed the description and you don't like it, for you as an auditor, you can override the accountant and change the description. It's quite possible that the accountant will, because the title cannot be changed, it's once the document is uploaded, it's quite possible that the accountant will just use other, and when they use other, this description description section is very effective. And we've given you 115 characters, sorry, it's 120 characters, so you can really describe the document what exactly it is. Okay, so going back to the browser, we have to look at what document we want to upload, and today I have decided that I'm going to upload a Word document. As you know, you can okay, so I can't find that document. I'll look carefully, and I just have to pick the right directory, and I pick up that document and I click on open. Right, so I can't find that document. That's not good. I will look for another document which I will upload. So let me just try again, because it worked while I was trying it out. So just give me a moment and I'll search that document on the screen. I always recommend that whatever you want to upload for any particular fund, you create a folder on your desktop or something, and then upload them one by one. Okay, we found the document, and the thing which has changed is when you click the upload button, then it will not only upload the document, but the file itself will be scanned for viruses. Now, while it's doing its business, you will notice that because we are using an old browser, after the scanning is complete, the screen will refresh itself, which it has just done now. Now, when I show you our drag and drop a browser, where the browser has been updated to a recent browser, this updation of the screen does not happen, and the upload of the document is much quicker. So those of you who use an older browser, I would highly recommend you that you update your browser and use drag and drop. Okay, so all you have to do is click this and you go back. Okay, now you'll notice you have uploaded one document and the screen just totally disappears. What we are doing is very soon, you will very soon, because it's still in R&D, that as soon as it is uploaded, you come back to the screen. So at the moment when the document is uploaded, you go back to the original screen, but we are still working on it, and as soon as it's done, it will be uploaded on the live server. It is working on the test server, but we are just checking for all the other browsers, like the older browser. There are about 6 or 7 browsers like Google Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari. So we got to check on each and every browsers that the enhancement actually works. In fact, what we have noticed is about 75% of our time is spent on testing, and 25% of time is on enhancement. And we have 3 people in testing, and we have 2 people in actually developing new things. So, before we implement, it could be 4 weeks or 3 weeks or even sometimes longer that it has to be tested and then put on live. Okay, so this is one area where auditors can upload a document. Now, going back to the expanded mode, everybody knows if you want to download the documents, you can just click on zip and then you can save it on your desktop or whatever you like. The new thing which was added before December, if you have missed it, is let's look at this permanent documents folder. If you have downloaded the document and looked at the document and you're happy with the document, we have added another column which is called checked. Now, as you know, permanent documents are permanent documents, like setup. Investment strategy may change over year to year, but application for membership, trustee consent, and things like that. So you don't have to look at these documents every year, and you don't have to, let's say you pick up a fund for 2010 and you've checked it. So what you can do is you can actually put this tick, and as soon as you put a tick, the system will record on who is actually putting this tick on the system. So you put the password partner, or in your case you'll be putting your partner, and you will notice the background turns green. And the benefit of doing this is that all you know is, because these documents have been rolled over from previous years, anything with a white background means is those are the documents which were not there last year, and you just need to check those. Now, this can be a very effective strategy if you are using overseas people to audit for you. So what we have done is, in the audit evidence as well, we have added this checked feature. So what they can do overseas is they can put the checked sign and then put their password on it, and you can easily see that who or which staff member actually checked your document. Okay, I also mentioned earlier that the description can be changed. As you can see on this screen, what the accountant has done is he's used a title, financial statements and reports, and he has used the same description. So what you can do is you can literally click on that pencil mark and you can say the second document is actually an income tax return, and it's not the financial statement of the fund. So you can simply remove the old description and save the new description. And again, you can toggle them alphabetically, or if you want, you can search any particular document. So if you're looking for income tax return, so we can find the income tax return only, and the reset button is right at the bottom. So this could be a very good tool. It's a good search tool. Now you'll see that we have only 5 documents here. If we had 50 documents, you'll appreciate because you'll have to then you'll have a bar on the right hand side and you'll be going through all those documents. So instead of looking for those, you can simply search for that document. Sometimes you may have a file name and you just click on that file name and you'll be able to search that particular file. Okay, and I'm not going to talk about stamping. What we have decided is that coming February onwards, we will have weekly 1-hour webinars regarding various aspects of the software, and we are going to record those various aspects of the software. And those who are interested, let's say dividends, how to check dividends quickly, how to check closing prices quickly, we are going to run those separately. And if you want to update your skills, and I believe I just need maybe 4 of those or maybe maximum 6 of those. So it'll be 1 a month, So within a short period, or you'll be learning the skills to complete your work as quickly as possible. Now, those of you who want to learn quickly can just simply download the instruction manual and go through it. But it's very intuitive. By that, what I mean is that if you take your mouse to any item, you will see that you get a pop-up, and that pop-up will tell you what exactly it is. So I mean, a magnifying glass means that you'll be searching something, but let's say checked or document or unhide what it actually does, and if you click here, it'll tell you what that function will actually do in that pop-up. Okay, so what I've shown you is that how an auditor can upload a document. Now, what I want to show you is that once the audit is complete, all the documents and your reports are sitting in last year audited section. So I'm just going to, for this fund, going to go into that table. Now you will notice that only 2015 is displayed here. If this fund was audited more than 1 year, you'll notice that a maximum of 15 rows will appear here, and you will easily know for which year it is. So if you wanted to, if this fund was 5 years old, and if you wanted to upload a document in 2010, you will have 5 rows with 2010 right at the bottom, and you would be clicking this upload button, and again you will upload a file in a similar manner. So let's say it's a permanent document. You will say, okay, I'm uploading an investment strategy. You will have to find that document, and hopefully I can find that document a bit quicker. So here is that document, and again I use the upload button. Okay, now again you will see that the picture will blink off and then come back. It's basically refreshing. Don't be too scared, and the reason for that is because there's no drag and drop browser. Okay, so you saw that screen going bliss and back, and here we are. So all you have to do is click OK, and you can see that we are still on the same screen. So we've been able to retain the screen, whereas when you're auditing a fund, we are not able to do that. So we will have that installed very soon. So previous year audit documents can be uploaded with the scanner. Now, if you don't mind, you can log into your system in your screens if you like. You can click on this red line which has been added. How long will it take to upload documents? And the speed depends basically on your internet speed, your computer speed, and the browser which you're using. Now, we have noticed that Google Chrome is sometimes the most optimum software. Now, if you're using a Mac, probably you'll be used to Safari. I don't think you can use Chrome, but I'm not sure. So what we have noticed is the time it takes to upload 1 MB file, which is about 10 pages PDF file, is about 20 seconds. Now, if you have a wired connection, you will be quicker. A Wi-Fi connection will take less time. I was doing a demo for a client, and he had NBN, and we just blinked, and the file got uploaded. So it's all to do with your internet speed and not with our software. So if you are an accountant and you need to do this for your auditor, it'll be a good idea to check your speed and increase the internet speed in your office. Okay, so let's come out of here, and then I want to show you as an accountant. This is as an audit partner. For that, what I have done is I'm going to use a different browser, and just one moment. Okay, so we are still an audit partner, and I come out of there, and I log out of here. Okay, now I'm now going to use the Internet Explorer, and I'm going to log in as an accountant. Now there's another development which is in the testing phase. What is happening is that instead of entering your username and password on your computer, very soon you will have an icon, something like this, on your screen, and that will be for online SMSF audit. So the purpose of that would be, as soon as you click it, you will be literally logged into your system. So the purpose of clicking would mean that you're actually clicking this login button. So we will ask you to download a file on your computer, which will be perfectly safe. And once you download that icon on your computer, you'll just have to click that icon and you will land into this page. Okay, now to upload document, now as you can see, you are an SMSF accountant, and to upload this document we need to go into the relevant year for that fund. Now this was also enhanced sometime in October or November. If you're an accountant, we strongly recommend you to install a website integration. Website integration is on the outside section on how it works. I will show you where it is. Basically what that will do, so if you go to how it works and go to website integration, and we've shown you, we've given you a demo also on how it will look. So if you've got a username and password, you can check on how it will look on your website. But what it will do is, let's assume this is your website and you are an accountant. What it will do is, if you can add a trustee to your fund. Now this can happen if you have double versions of working on the website, so I'm going to close that and log in again. So what we are doing is I'm showing you the benefits of website integration for accountants. So if you're an accountant, this website should read as your website, and if you edit the fund, you can literally add a trustee. So the trustee is being added, and you can enter, you can select a trustee, and you can enter the username and password for that trustee. So once you do that, what's going to happen is that the trustee, instead of sending you documents by Dropbox or sending you emails, the trustee will log into, so you'll have to develop it, and we can help you to do that with a username and password, and this is your website. Once the trustee logs into the website, they can actually upload documents for 2015. Now 2014 has ended on 30th of June, but 2015 is like current year. So let's say they received a St. George dividend today. They can literally log into your website and they can click on 2015, because that is for the current year, and then they can literally upload their dividend, and they can say dividend statement, and then they can say St. George, and they can upload the dividend document. Okay, now I think we are in the wrong browser, but I'll change the browser. But I was just discussing the benefit of having documents uploaded for 2 years. So website integration means that if the document comes to you for the current year, and if your staff is free, then instead of, and you can get bank statements monthly if you are not subscribed to a data feed. So it is possible that on 30th of June, you're practically, all your funds are already done for that year. And this is particularly very interesting for firms which have large number of self-managed super funds, and they have outsourced the accounting work overseas. And if the documents are sitting here, or even for previous year, then what you can do as an accountant, what you can do is you can employ people overseas to do the accounting work, because you have the documents. And what you can do is, for overseas work, what we have done is you can add the first name, last name of your staff overseas, and you can restrict their login. What that basically means is that the person overseas will have to go to his office. Let's say he's working in Vietnam. He can't access your file from anywhere but that particular office. Okay, so you can add restrictions. So you can have maybe 2 places, or you can have 3 places, but that's the maximum you can have. So you can't just log in from anywhere. Even if you have staff in the office, you want them to work only from your office, you can access your IP code and enter it here, so that they cannot access from home or from anywhere. So that's another way to reduce access. Anyway, I need to change my browser, so I'm going to log out of this browser and then log into a different browser and then log in as an accountant, because I need to show you how the drag and drop browser works, how the drag and drop uploader works for an accountant. Okay, now have I spelled it incorrectly? OUN accountant. Okay. Sometimes Remember Me will remember the old password. Okay, so now we are in as an accountant, and I need to show you the uploader on where we have enhanced the software. Now I'm very well aware that I have exhausted my 30 minutes. If you bear with me for another 2-3 minutes, I will demo how this works. It's very similar, but as you can see, we have a drag and drop function instead of picking a file from your screen. The system is very similar. All we do is pick up the title, change the description if we need to, and drag and drop. And that's it. That's simple. Now here you can see that it's a KB file, 28 KB, which is a 1-page document literally. And you'll notice 2 things: the differences between choose a file and drag and drop. The first thing you'll notice is that it'll be a bit quicker. Now I must warn you, there are 8 people in this office, so it also depends on your modem, how much of your internet is being used as soon as I press the upload button, and how much the modem gives me bandwidth for this upload function. And it also obviously will not blink, how we saw that the screen actually refreshes, but in this uploader the screen will not blink at all. We saw that earlier that we were able to upload a document, like we have uploaded the document, but it takes a little bit of time to scan the document. Okay, here it's very simple. We have scanned and uploaded it successfully, and as you can see here, the document is in your list as well. So we picked minutes, and we picked up this file, and the file is already there. Okay, now if you want, you can expand it and change it here if you wanted to. Now, the last place where we have put in the enhancement is, as an accountant, you will see that all the previous year's documents. So it's possible that one tax return, one page was not signed. The fund is already audited. So similarly, we'll go to that page and click the upload button, and then this time I want to demo you the audit evidence for 2015. I pick up that it's income tax return, and then I pick the file, I drop it, and I upload it. Okay, now some of the accountants are not uploading data files. You'll be surprised how many auditors are actually accountants and they may have BGL files, so that can save you a lot of time. So I just wanted to show you there that you can not only upload permanent documents and audit evidence, but actually the data file of the software package as well. So if you're using Handy Ledger or Handy Super and your auditor has Handy Super, then you can give him the Handy Super file and it'll help you a little bit. Okay, so I've completed my demo about how the files will get scanned. There are lots of new things planned. The first thing will be that icon which you'll be able to download, and the next thing which is coming is that you'll have as an auditor, so I'll have to log out of there and show you as an auditor. So I'll log in as partner at, now you can give these credentials to your staff member if you like. So for accountant, it is accountant@accountant.com.au. Password is accountant. For audit partner, it is partner@partner.com.au. The password is partner. And if you log in, what is happening is that what we think is in an audit team, you have, I've just clicked add and update audit team. We think that audit team will have a partner, usually only one person, but you can have many auditors and you can have many staff members. So what's happening or what's coming is that we are allocating various levels of permissions for each and every auditor. There are certain things some auditors will be able to do, and it will be controlled by the audit partner. And particularly in staff situations, like a staff member cannot edit a fund, we have not allowed it, but maybe you want, as a partner, maybe you want your staff to actually edit a fund. So there will be a button which will come here. So we will have permission. So for each staff member, you will be able to assign certain things that staff member will be able to do. So that's the next thing which is coming. Another thing which is coming is a dashboard. You will have an icon here, and what a dashboard will do is, let's say you're auditing 300 funds, or let's make it more interesting. Let's say your audit firm is auditing 3,000 funds. You have 3-4 auditors who work remotely from different location, from your location. Maybe one is in Perth, one in Canberra, and your staff members are, some are in Vietnam, some are in Australia, some are in India, and they are auditing the fund. So what the dashboard will do, it will tell you that what are the first 5 or the last 5 amendments or comments been made to that to any of the fund. So it will tell you which question, what comment has been entered by which staff to which fund. And if you click, you can drill it down, and we'll have a log, and you will know exactly what's happening as a partner in your whole firm. The other things will be is which are the funds which have been added, which files have been issued by you, what documents have been received on what date. We show you a little bit that a document was received on the 22nd, but there will be a full dashboard. The next thing which is coming is, as you can see, I'm just discussing, there are about 19 things which are in our pending list, but I'm just discussing, and that list goes up and down as we usually goes up, because I'm putting more things on then the developers are able to complete them. As you can see, there are 7 out of 100 funds. So we've bought we used a promo code, but you might have bought a 100 pack. But very soon you will be able to save your credit card details. So sometimes the audit partner enters the credit card details at the time of payment. So you might have finished 97 and you're worried that your your audit packs may finish and you may have to enter your credit card again, and maybe there's an auditor who's working remotely and he wants to do the 101st fund, so he should be able to buy another pack for you. So if your credit card details are saved on the system, by the way, they're not saved with us, they are saved with Secure Pay. Secure Pay is owned by Australia Post, and they're so well encrypted, I'm told, and we use that repeat if you're customers of Trustdeed, that facility is available there, that once you enter your credit card, even Secure Pay may not be able, do not have the capability to actually retrieve your credit card, so it'll be quite secure as that is concerned.